Hey everyone, Megadad here with Connor, and today we're kicking off a new series, Code for Kids, and we're going to get started with an online visual programming language called Scratch. So kids, go grab a parent or brother or sister or anyone who can help with a computer.
And we'll be right into the show.
Scratch is a really cool free website developed by the Lifelong Kindergarten Group at the MIT Media Lab. You can have a lot of fun while learning to code by creating animations, interactive stories, and games. So the first thing you're going to need to do is open up a browser to scratch.mit.edu. And we'll go ahead and put a link to that site in the description below. Then you'll need to create an account to access Scratch. So you can do that by clicking the Join Scratch link at the top of the page. And this is why we asked at the end of the intro for you to go find an adult to assist you with this. So you need to choose a username, and as it says here, it asks you not to use your real name. That's because there are a lot of kids that use this platform, and so they don't want them to be using their real name and sharing some of their projects out to the world. So go ahead and choose a cool username as well as a password. We're not going to cover the whole sign-up process here. It is rather standard, but they will ask for the birth month and year of the child whose account this is, as well as an email address for the parent. If you do run into any issues, please feel free to leave a question in the comment section below, and we will certainly do what we can to help out.
So once you're logged in, if you click this button here that says Start Creating, that will take you to a blank project for you to create a new one. However, Scratch does have a lot of great tutorials that you can access. To do so, go to the Ideas link up at the top and click that. And from there, you can then see you've got this other button here for you to choose a tutorial. And if you do that, that will take you to the tutorial page. And there's a number of different things that it will teach you how to do. So I definitely recommend starting with the Getting Started, but we're going to cover some of those concepts today. So let's go ahead and start with create animations that talk. All right, so you can go through this tutorial if you want. We're going to cover some things right now, though. When creating a computer program, it can be a rather overwhelming task because computer programs need to do a lot of different things. They need to take input from the person who is using it. If you're on a computer, that may mean responding to keystrokes on the keyboard or mouse movements and mouse clicks. Or on a phone or tablet, that may mean responding to taps, or if it's tilted, or a swipe, or a pinch, or a zoom. Then it needs to do something with that input. It needs to process that. It needs to make things appear on the screen, disappear on the screen, make sound, make music, animate things, and then it needs to provide some type of output. So it needs to fully respond to the different things in the environment. So if you're playing a game that's maybe an endless runner game, it needs to respond to the collisions that it may have. So if you're playing like Tom Gold's Run or something and you collect a coin, it needs to be able to process that and increase your score.
Daddy, in Tom Gold Run, you don't collect coins. It's
gold bricks.
Yeah.
Gold bricks.
Yeah.
That's right.
Only just gold bricks, not coins.
Right. So, or in Sonic, if you collect rings,
Yeah.
and if you bump into something, then it needs to respond to that as well. So
Yeah, and if you bump into something, then it would load back, and if you don't have enough of those red star wings, then you're just gonna have to let it go to the end.
Right, and so the
Yeah, and tag with lion, if you like bump into some stuff, same with that, but it's not red star wings, it's pizza.
oh, pizza, cool.
Pizza!
So one of the main things is that what we want to do is, and this is what programming is really good for outside of creating applications and games and things like that, is that it's really good at teaching you how to look at a very large problem and then break it down into much smaller chunks that are manageable. So we do that through a number of different ways, and we're going to cover some of the basics today. So on the screen here, basically on the left-hand side right here, is where all of the code blocks that we're going to use in order to make things happen, whether that's respond to input or process something like a collision with between the player and a gold brick or a ring or an enemy or whatever it may be. Then this main part of the window is actually where we drop the code blocks, and that's how we're going to basically make the things actually happen. This smaller window over here on the right is basically the design surface. That is showing us what our game or our animation or whatever it is that we're making looks like when we run it. And what you'll see up here too is there's two little buttons. This first one with the flag is go. That basically means we're going to start the application that we've created. And the red one that looks like a stop sign is stop. Right. So then below here we have some information about a sprite, and this is for, in this case we only have one sprite, which is this cat. And within games,
Sprite.
it's not like the drink.
Yeah, I know.
So a sprite is basically any object that we may possibly have do something or interact with. So in here, within Scratch, they call a background a backdrop. So let's start with that. Let's go ahead and add a background or a backdrop. This will set the scene for our animation that we're going to make today.
So to do that, we're going to go right here into the lower right-hand corner.
And we're going to choose one. Click on this button right here to choose a backdrop. So where do you think we should set our video? We've got some good stuff here, Connor. We got there's a castle scene or a farm.
Dad, remember last time we did that bedroom 3?
We did. Is that what you want to do here again?
Yeah.
Okay, so you want it to be in a bedroom.
Yeah.
Okay.
Again.
So the cat is in the bedroom and it says scratch rocks. All right. So what do we want to have our cat do? Maybe we should have him walk around.
Yeah. And we can also change the name.
We can change the name. We can, yeah. If you click on him, we can change his name from Sprite 1. What do you want to call his name?
How
about Lulu the cat?
No, Bailey.
Bailey the cat. That doesn't look like Bailey. Bailey's a black cat.
I know.
All right, so we have a sprite named Bailey. We did that by just clicking in this box right here.
Yeah,
so we gave it a name.
And that's also a cat.
Okay. So now what we want to do is have this guy move, right?
Yeah.
All right, let's have him
Dad,
move.
I can't remember what we did last time because it was a long time ago.
Well, that's okay. So to make him move, one of the basic blocks right here is to have him move. That's right.
And you can also click inside and change it.
Yep. So what we're going to do is we just click and we drag that block onto the surface right here.
Dad, change it. Even though 10 is one of my favorite numbers.
Even though 10 is one of your favorite numbers?
Yeah.
Okay. So one of the things, too, is we know that we are working on changing the code for this sprite because the cat is shown in the upper right-hand corner of this screen. So if we had a different sprite selected, we would see that image there. Okay. So now we have move 10 steps, right? So you want to change this to something else?
Yeah.
And we'll have him move further, like 15 steps?
No.
How far do you want him to go? How about 20 steps?
Yeah, that was like, I was thinking of that.
Okay, we moved 20 steps. Okay, great. So now we have a move 20 steps, and if we click this go button, oh, nothing happened. You know why?
Why?
So there are a number of things that happen throughout the game. The first is that it needs to start. So when you click this go button, you need to be able to, if you want something to happen when that button is clicked, when it actually starts up, then you need to respond to that event. So if you click on this events down here, we can then see now the first one is when the go flag is clicked. So if we drag this onto our surface here, now anything that we attach below this is going to happen in order once the go flag is clicked. So if we now drag this down and drop it right there, now when we click on go, oh, he moved.
One.
And he moved again. Let's click it again. He keeps moving. He keeps moving.
Go up
He keeps moving. Okay, that's pretty cool, but we want him to move probably continuously. What do you think? Gonna have him move around rather than just move 20 steps? He's gone.
No, he's not gone. It's like out of the screen. He's
Yeah.
half out of the screen.
Yeah. All right, let's move him back.
No, I want him like on his bed or something.
You gonna stand on his bed?
Yeah,
Start
he's
on
like
his bed?
jumping up. Wait,
Okay.
actually, up. His head is on the ceiling because he's like jumping down.
His head is on the ceiling because he's jumping down.
Yeah.
Okay, so we'll have him move down then. Because if he falls, as we start our animation here, he's gonna fall into the scene
Yeah.
because he was climbing on the ceiling. Okay, so basically,
like climbing at the, we like do onto the threshold, and he like had a grip hook and wee.
okay.
got it.
So if we want to do that, let's go ahead. Since the move 20 steps is going to have him move that way, okay. Let's go and change this. So let's go and get rid of that. So just to get rid of something, we can just drag it off of the stage here.
Yeah.
Then what we need is, because we want it to happen a number of times, we want him to move over and over and over again, so it looks like our animation he's actually moving. It gives the impression of motion. So for that, we need to use a control structure. And basically what we're going to do is there's a number of these structures, and what they do is anything that you place inside of this block. So notice that this block is just kind of a one block. This one has a space in between the beginning and the end of it. It looks like a kind of a weird C. So anything that you place in between here will be repeated either a certain number of times or with some kind of condition, or in the case of this one, forever. So let's try the forever block. We're going to drop this on here, and then we'll go back to motion, and we are going to then do this. So we're going to have him change Y by 10 steps. So what that means is there are two directions here in a 2D game. So to move somebody back and forth horizontally, that's this way here, that is changing what's called the x-axis.
Because I can see X, Y, X, Y, X, Y.
Yep, and you can see that down there as well. That's our sprite Bailey's current position. So you can see his position here, Bailey's position right here, on the X, which is left and right, and Y, which is up and down. So as we move, as we put this in here to change Y by 10, we want him to go down. So we're actually going to make that -10. And then our Bailey cat should drop down by 10 steps, and he'll move and move and move and move and move. So let's go ahead and click this and see what happens.
Die.
And he moved all the way down. Was that neat? Let's click this to stop it so that he stops trying to move. We'll move him back up to the top. Now he moved kind of fast, so how about we drop this down a little bit more to say maybe -5?
Yeah, -5.
-5. Okay, let's press the go button again. And now there he goes. Boom, 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 boom. Is that funny?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, well, he kind of moved off screen, so maybe forever isn't what we're looking for here. Okay, so let's move this out of our forever block and get rid of it. Then we'll go back to our control structures again. And let's repeat it a certain number of times because we want him to maybe move to a specific position. Okay, so let's repeat it. We'll try 10 times because that's what it's set to already. Then we'll take our other block here and drop that in. And let's hit the go button again. Oh, and he moved down. You wanted to move, and then he stopped.
Yeah.
He landed on his bed.
Yeah.
Is that a good? Is that work?
Yeah.
You think he should be a little bit further down? Let's try it again. Let's do this. Let's get him in a good position. Let's do that. Let's put him up there. Let's see about. Whoops. Let's see about 12 times. And we'll click go again. Not quite far enough. Let's try 15.
15. That's one of my numbers I don't like.
Is not a number you like? Well, it looks like he's pretty good on the bed right there.
No.
No?
16.
16. All right, we might have to get his ears up above the top of the screen in order to make that work. Let's get him right at the top. And then we'll click go. Now he's landed on the bed nice. Okay, so what else do we have our cat do, our Bailey cat do?
I don't know.
You don't know?
No.
How about we make him say something?
Yeah.
Okay, so to make him say something, we're going to click on sound over here on the left.
Sound.
And then, what should we do? And make him say meow?
Yeah.
How about we make him say meow all the way while he's falling?
Yeah.
Does that sound funny? All right, so let's go ahead and click go again and see what happens. Oh, hold on, we got to move him back.
Yeah.
Move him back, and let's go ahead and click go. All right, well, that was kind of cool, but that made everything kind of slow down. So basically what we want to do is get rid of this, because what we saw, what happened here, is that it moved him. That's right, it slowed everything down, right? It played the sound in the repeat block. So it waited the whole repeat. It basically slowed every step of the repeat down because it waited for the sound to finish for the next time that the repeat came around, and then moved him another 5 steps, and then it would play the whole meow sound. So let's do this. So let's move this off, get rid of that, and now what we're going to do is we're going to use this start sound. So what it will do is it will start the sound. We're going to do that before the repeat block, and it will play our meow sound while he falls, and it won't impact. That's right, it won't slow down the repeat. So basically it'll start the meow sound, he'll meow, and then he'll fall, and he'll meow, the sound will play while he's falling. Okay, so let's go ahead and click the go button. And there we go. So he meows and falls and lands safely on the bed.
Okay, so let's go ahead and give our project a name and then share it out. So let's go up here to where it says Untitled 3. Give it a good name, so we'll call it Intro Demo, and then we'll go ahead and click on the share button right here, and it will save and share it out. So once it's been shared, you can then also go ahead here and click on this copy link button down below, and that will copy the link to your clipboard. So you can see right there, that will give the URL right there, which is also up there. So that way you can easily pass it out to other people for them to check out your Scratch project.
So I think we'll stop there for today. This was just kind of, again, a quick introduction to Scratch. And in future videos, we'll go into more detail and we'll create some more interesting animations and sounds.
Yeah, like Cartoon Network.
We'll do the Cartoon Network. You really want to do the Cartoon Network stuff, the Adventure Time.
Yeah.
Yeah. Finn the dog. Finn the human.
Yeah, Finn the human.
Finn the human. We might have a Finn the dog since we've got a Bailey the cat.
Yeah. Finn the dog.
Right. All right, great. Well, thanks for helping us out, and we'll see you next time.
Thanks for helping us build our Scratch project today.
We look forward to seeing the projects that you guys come up with, so remember to share your project in Scratch and then copy and paste the link into the comment sections below.
So hit that subscribe button and ring the bell.